There's a number that should terrify anyone following the most popular budgeting advice on the internet. The 50-30-20 rule says you should be saving 20% of your income. Right now, the average American is saving 3%. Not 20, not 10, 3%. So are people really that bad with money? Maybe. But the 50-30-20 rule is also dated. It was written in 2005 for a 2005 economy. And still, the framework is recommended to you from all sides, as though nothing has changed. 2 decades later, in 2026, nearly half of US renters hand over more than 30% of their income just for rent. And grocery prices have risen a cumulative 33.5% since January 2020, more than double the pre-pandemic norm. The math the rule was built on simply doesn't exist anymore. But here's the deeper problem. Even in 2005, this rule was never built for everyone. Someone in rural Ohio and someone in San Francisco can earn the exact same salary and live in completely different financial realities. A single parent of 3 and a debt-free professional cannot fit the same 20% savings target. One-size-fits-all budgeting was always a myth. It just took 20 years for the cracks to show. Clearly, a smarter framework is needed. One matched to your income level, your life stage, and your goals. That's why we built the Budgeting Matchmaker, a completely free tool. And today, we're introducing you to exactly that. In 2005, when Elizabeth Warren and her daughter Amelia Warren Tyagi published All Your Worth, the 50-30-20 rule made sense. 50% to needs, 30 to wants, 20 straight to savings. The math actually worked for the economy people were living in. It doesn't anymore. Take the price of a dozen eggs. In 2020, it cost $1.48. By 2024, a whopping $3.17, more than double. And if you think your paycheck has kept pace, you'd be wrong. Wages are growing at 3.52% a year, while inflation runs at 4.17%. That gap means real wages are shrinking right now, while you're watching this. The results aren't subtle. Per the Federal Reserve's survey of consumer finances, 54% of American households carry zero dedicated retirement savings. Zero. And the 46% who do save aren't exactly thriving either. The median retirement balance for people in their late 50s and early 60s is $185,000, against the $1.46 million that Northwestern Mutual says Americans believe they'll need. That's a $1.275 million gap. So why did a rule built to fix this end up failing so badly? Because it assumes everyone's life looks the same, and it doesn't. A 20% target means something completely different in a state where the median household earns $60,000 than in one where it earns over $100,000. And the rule lumps every dollar of savings into one bucket. No distinction between an emergency fund, a retirement account, and a brokerage portfolio built for early financial independence is like rowing toward Antarctica with no map. That's exactly what the Budgeting Matchmaker is built to fix. A web app dashboard where you enter your income, your lifestyle goals, and your personality traits, and get back a weighted ranking of the top 3 budgeting frameworks that match your situation. Before you touch your income, tackle your costs, or lock in a savings plan, get your starting point right. That's what this tool is for. What features you can expect, and how easy it is to use, that's next. Before we continue, a short notice. Sketching Finance turns deep research into stories you'll actually remember, and tools you can actually use, just like this one. And one more thing worth saying plainly, everything here is for general educational purposes, not personalized financial advice. If you want to keep building your understanding of personal finance and budgeting, subscribe to our channel. We'll take a deep dive into the different budgeting methods next and surprise you with new tools that are state-of-the-art and available only here on Sketching Finance. Alright, back to the video. So, let's actually use it. Head to sketchingfinance.com and you'll land straight on the welcome screen. The tool is genuinely simple to use, so there's not much to explain at this point. By default, it opens in dark mode. If you'd rather work in light mode, just tap the small light bulb icon in the top right corner. Tap it again, now showing a moon, and you're back to dark. For this walkthrough, we'll switch to light mode so everything's easy to see. Now click Start the quiz. The quiz is split into 3 sections: your financial snapshot, your goals and timeline, and your personality and behavior. Those are exactly the 3 things the Budgeting Matchmaker needs to know to find you a framework that actually fits. Let's walk through it together using an example. Meet Madison, a 28-year-old software engineer, ambitious, 3 years into her career, and ready to get intentional about her money. First, the financial snapshot. Monthly take-home income. That's net pay after tax, not gross salary. Madison enters $5,200. Income stability. She picks fixed salary. Monthly fixed expenses. The tool clarifies this means costs that stay the same every month, like rent and insurance, not groceries or discretionary spending. Madison enters $2,100. Existing debt. She has a manageable student loan, so she selects manageable. Current savings rate. The tool explains this as the share of your take-home pay you save or invest, retirement contributions included. Madison's around 10%, so she picks 5 to 15%. Current total savings and investments, cash, retirement, and brokerage combined, no home equity. Madison enters $18,000. Dependents, none, just her for now. Housing situation. She rents an apartment. That's the whole first section, and it just took her under a minute. Next, goals and timeline. Primary goal. Madison wants both progress and a life she enjoys along the way, so she picks balanced lifestyle plus saving. Financial independence timeline ambition. She's hungry, so she goes with ASAP, under 10 years. Last section, personality and behavior. Structure preference. Madison likes room to breathe, so she picks flexible guardrails. Spending tendency. She's honest with herself. I overspend on discretionary stuff. Tracking style. She doesn't want to log every coffee, so she picks set and forget automation. Relationship with money. Confident and curious. 8 questions, 12 clicks, maybe 90 seconds start to finish. Now Madison hits Find My Top 3 Frameworks. And that's it. And here's the best part. No registration, no account to set up, nothing saved. It's completely free. The second Madison hits that button, her results load. Top 3 framework matches, ranked and weighted. Her top match, Pay Yourself First, also known as the reverse budget, at 86%. It's a framework built around one idea. Savings and investments come out automatically before a single dollar gets spent on anything else. The tool doesn't just rank it, it explains why. Because Madison leans toward automation over hands-on tracking, this framework channels her disciplines straight into her savings without demanding a spreadsheet or daily tracking. With a manageable debt load, it fits her aggressive under 10-year financial independence timeline while still leaving room to enjoy her life along the way. Quick, honest disclaimer here. Everything from this point on is for educational comparison only, not personalized financial or investment advice. The numbers you're about to see are illustrative, based only on what Madison typed into the quiz. For decisions about your own money, talk to a regulated financial advisor. Below that sit her number 2 and number 3 matches, the 50-30-20 rule at 67% and the 6 jars method at 62%, each with the same kind of plain language reasoning. Curious how the rest stacked up? Scroll down. All 7 frameworks are ranked side by side, so you see exactly where you land across the board. Here's where it gets really useful. Take the $5,200 Madison entered, and the tool maps out how it'd split under Pay Yourself First. $1,040 into savings and investments, $4,160 left to live on. It's an illustration built from her inputs, not a recommendation for what Madison, or you, should actually do with your money. And it goes one step further, mapping a path to financial independence. In this scenario, a 10% savings pace reaches the FI number in about 27.3 years. The framework's recommended 20% brings that down to roughly 20.3 years. It's an illustrative estimate only. It assumes constant returns, with no allowance for market risk, inflation, or changing circumstances, and it's not a guarantee of any outcome. The point isn't to make Madison more disciplined. It's to match her with a system her life actually fits, so she stops fighting her budget and starts using it. Last but not least, a personalized budget spreadsheet, pre-filled with her numbers and ready to download. It's simple by design. Sharper, more powerful versions are coming soon, but it's a real starting point, and it's free. So here's where we land. The 50-30-20 rule was never wrong because people are bad with money. It was wrong because it never adjusted its fixed percentages to the world we actually live in. It has you wearing the average shoe size, just because that's what everyone else happens to be wearing. Madison's 86% match, on the other hand, wasn't an average size. It came from answering 8 honest questions about her income, her goals, and her personality. That's the difference between a rule you fight for 20 years and a framework you actually stick to. Head to sketchingfinance.com right now, run the Budgeting Matchmaker, and get your own top 3 ranking, free, no account required. Drop your number 1 match in the comments below, and if you want more tools built like this one, subscribe. We're just getting started. Thanks a ton for all your support. It means the world to me. See you in the next one.